Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Kerry Knauf here. I'm just gonna get right to the point of the stream, and if this gets um out of dropped for whatever reason, I'm not going to restart. Um I have been to a lot of streams, and I've really noticed this on my own. I'm using a green screen, and I've always wanted to use this. Good morning, Haley. And I've noticed a lot of disrespect. I have to start putting boundaries up because I'm not going to be walked around. People think that, oh, it's just Carrie, we can do whatever we want. You have some people to thank for that. They were moderators on my channel. Um, it was brought to, I don't know why this is, but this is going to be the norm from now on. We can have like fun and have like a good time and everything, but I just don't want to be disrespected anymore. And like I've said, I've been going to people's streams lately, one particular channel in particular, and this person came into my stream yesterday, and this person went live on another platform. I'm not going to get into any specifics into this, but it was brought to my attention that we both have a person involved. This person hasn't been involved in my channel for a while, and the same thing for the other channel. It was brought to my attention, and I've seen this in a couple of channels, and I've been wondering about this particular channel. I felt like something was off, and I thought that and I was going to ask this channel anyway. And this person reached out to me through another platform, and we had quite the discussion. And when we had this discussion, and when I put this into place a few months ago, um, earlier this year, I knew that it was the right thing to do. And you have some um, and it was moderators who I thought that I trusted. Never mind who, I'm not going to say, but it's been taken care of. There was some information that was brought to my attention that I'm not going to get into, but and I did a live yesterday when somebody called me host, and the first thing, I understand that I can't control how people act, and I get that, and I understand this, but I really I cannot. Never noticed this before until this year. I've noticed that clicks, you know how clicks are, like you have in high school and stuff like that. I have noticed that there's like little clicks, And I have noticed sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes I say hi to people and people don't want to talk to me like they used to. But you have to stand up for yourself. And even if you have to set up boundaries, and I put this, as you can see, and if you can read it. And I've also done shorts on this tube, and I'm absolutely serious about this. I finally had time to and adjust it, and that was back on um, August the 6th. But yeah, a lot of the old stuff that I kept, like I'll read it. It says, I didn't have enough room to put this on here, but it says, "Welcome to my channel." I didn't have room to put up with it. I said, "My channel rules: keep drama out of streams. No asking to be a mod. Respect the channel that you are at. Don't call me ma'am, sister, or host. Positive vibes for all." And that's I'm doing good. I just came on here to address something um, that I've noticed that's been getting a little out of hand just within the last few weeks. I have noticed this, and I don't want it to get it out of hand. So, because of a few individuals, like I said, we can have fun, but I'm not going to be, oh, since it's Carrie, we can do whatever we want. I'm sorry. I'm tired of the disrespect. I was thought about putting boundaries up, but I go like, nah. But I've had people that were moderators on my channel who I thought they were trusted were acting up. So I felt like I needed to um, upgrade my profile, my about page, I should say. And this is a very, very serious topic. I feel that I need to address this and nip this all in the bud before either I get hurt or somebody in my chat gets hurt by treatment of people, because I've been on some streams and whatnot. And I want to go over some things with you guys. I know there's people that don't give a shit, and it's my channel, my life, and everything. Yeah, exactly. Spin and win slots, exactly. And this is yeah, like, yeah, like, no drama, please. Yeah, this the reason why I am doing this live is and the people, it's people that I have supported for many, many years. And I don't know what it is about this year specifically. People like to disrespect me all of a sudden, and I don't know where it came from. Um, and I held in the highest regard. I've supported their channels, and it just came out of like nowhere. I did not expect it. Um, it was brought to my attention. Yeah, spin and win slots. It was it came out of freaking nowhere. And I got rid of 3 moderators, hoping that I was done. I went, yeah, and they were getting like snarky and cocky and and whatnot. Yeah, it was not nice of them to do it all. But I just don't want people to come into No, none of the slot channels. No slot channels. And no, it's none of the slot channels. It's I'm not saying who they are, but there were not any from the slot community or anything like that. It's just been channels that I've been supporting for 6 years. One of them was 8 years. One of them was 9 years. And the one person that I got to know through the channel for like the past 5 years. I went live yesterday, and I have to respect the person that reached out to me through another platform, and we had quite the conversation yesterday. And the reason why this channel reached out to me is because that person was also a mod for my channel. I'm not going to get into specifics lately, but I've noticed changes in this person's behavior. Not only am I looking out for myself, but I'm looking out for the guests of my channel and also my supporters. That oh god, let me save this before it closes, and I'll start up another one. Hang on. I don't know what's going on with this phone, but I just thought, before things got out of hand and stuff, and I've been on gaming. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, just that's odd. That was so odd. And this is the first time that I actually saved it without. But yeah, out of respect for myself, and not only um my subscribers and people that visit my channel, I don't want the clicks and just bad behavior. I've noticed that the topic of conversation, what I really want to have, is manners. What happened to manners in people's live streams? Yes, spin and win slots. For some reason, my stream dropped. The stream got blocked. So, yeah, I was trying to save it, and I was going to start up a new one, but for some reason, it started back up again. It let me resume the live for some reason. And I've also noticed you can only go live this way now. I might do a test, but yeah, I just don't want things to get out of hand for everybody. I'm not being a bitch, but like I say, I go to a lot of channels and I take notice, you know. But yeah, the banana song by the Minions is fantastic. But yeah, I have there's this one particular channel that I go to, and that was the channel that I had the meeting with, and the host noticed it, and I noticed it, and I'm glad that we discussed it. Yeah, we talked about it for a good while, And I thought about this last night and this morning, and I feel before anything else gets out of hand, I think I better address this before I get rudeness and stuff. I mean, if you're going to be trolling, just like be cool, you know, and whatnot. But I just find it really, really weird that between um June, not even just over 2 months, that I've had to get rid of 4 moderators in a 2 month stretch. One, through the meeting yesterday, I had to do what I have to do. And I trusted these people. I don't know where this all came from. I'm not looking for closure, but I just don't understand why you have friends, and I consider them friends, for God's sakes. And then all of a sudden they figure like, oh, it's me, which is me. They can do whatever they want, and it just came out of like nowhere. And I'm going like, what is going on? Is it me or is it society? Where in the common sense manners go? I really don't know. And I know I'm going to be pushing a lot of people's buttons. But what, Dawn of the Jedi, how are you? Um, yeah, I thought about a topic that a person and I were talking about yesterday afternoon. And I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm still in shock over everything. But I just thought that I would do this live and check out the green screen. And I've been noticing for, I just never thought that I would have to get rid of 4 moderators in 2 months' time. Don, the Jedi, you are amazing. You rock. Spin and win slots. This is Don, the Jedi. And oh no, not again. Hang on, you guys. My phone is overheating. I'll see if I can save it this time. Yeah, it's because of the topic that a person talking about. I'm speaking in code only you and I know. And I felt like I needed to come on here and do something because I've also noticed two things about manners and clicks in YouTube chats. And I just find it odd that in just 2 months' time, that I've had to take 4 people's wrenches, and I took one yesterday. It was a bitch to find, but I managed to. But yeah, it needed to be discussed, and what I had. Okay, thank you for coming in. But yeah, I just felt the need to discuss this before things get out of hand. You know, like I said, I'm being me. But yeah, I just needed to have this topic of conversation before things got out of hand. Either the host gets hurt, or somebody in my chat, or a another person gets hurt. But like I said, I've just noticed in a few weeks time the manners and yesterday, but without getting into specifics, I really noticed a trend for like the past few weeks of comedy. Well, thank you for coming in, Haley. Yeah, I'm sorry about the subject matter, but I'm only looking out for my guests and subscribers, and I'm just like noticing the last few weeks about behavior and everything, and I just needed to address that. You're welcome. Yeah, like I said, I'm not saying the channel name that I've spoken with, but I uh, Don, Don the Jedi. I have noticed the Godmother. I'm doing really, really good, but since I had the, and I've noticed this, maybe nobody else have noticed this, but I have noticed clicks. I'm doing really, really good, but I have noticed clicks lately. I've just within like the last few weeks, and after I got off the other talking platform with a person, only the persons that I talked to know about this, and I was really, really thinking about the topic of conversation, and I got where this person came from without telling me. I automatically knew because I've noticed like the past few weeks there's clicks going on, like favoritism, and I've noticed that when I go to people's chats, I say hi and hello to everybody, but nobody wants to talk to me, and I'm wondering, is it just me or is it them or what? I don't know, and I really, really thought about it. Yeah. Oh no. Don't you just hate when that happens? Yeah, that I hate that, but yeah. Um yeah, I just want to like I said, I've noticed like little clicks lately and whatnot, and that got to thinking about like manners, and I'm going like, okay, I want to have fun in my life, just like when you go into somebody else's lives. Don the Jedi. Yes, and especially when it's people that you have supported. I'll recap what I said earlier before of the chat dropped. There's people that exactly, but you don't think they are, and then out of like nowhere, and I was just telling Don the Jedi, I've had to get rid of 4 moderators for my channel in 2 months time, and one I got to know through without, you know who, and the others that I have been supported for 6 years, and the others were 8, 9 years. And this came out of nowhere. I just did not expect it. And I figured I want to have fun in shit. Guys, I'm gonna have to restart the stream again. or at least try and save it because it wants to overheat. But yeah, this came out of like nowhere. I was like stunned and floored. I could not believe it, and I just could not believe that they're doing this. And when I had the meeting yesterday with somebody, I was stunned because I never thought that that person was like that. And yeah, I was like completely stunned by this, and that really made me stop and think I better do something about this. And yeah, I just had to wait for the stream to cool down, but I don't need to put the thing down. But one of the things when I went yesterday to remove the person's wrench, it really made me stop and think. When was the last time this person was in my stream? And it was a while. I went live, and I'll get into specifics. Okay, today's Friday. It was Wednesday. I had an experimental live go on, and the stream dropped. And the person that I'm talking to you about put in the chat, "Hi, turd." And I'm going like, when was the last time that person was in my stream? And I didn't realize that it's been, yeah, who doesn't like it when plans change? But it was a while. I had to dig from a live stream that I did well over a year ago, and I just couldn't believe that. I'm surprised it's letting me keep this stream. What time is it anyway? But yeah, it just made me stop and think the last time that that particular individual. Yeah, I'm having camera issues too, so that's why I put the green screen up. But I figured, um, and I was like completely. It was like well over a year, but this I did not expect. And it was a channel that I held in high regard, and it keep me and they're the ones that I've supported, and I just never thought that they're like this. And I'm going like, is it just me? Are they pissed off, or like having, because it completely floored me. And to get rid of 4 people, 4 moderators in just over in 2 months time, I'm going, something's not right. And like I said before, the stream got cut off, and I'm surprised that I lasted this long. You know, I'm gonna stand up for myself. I've had like enough. I mean, I've been treated like crap throughout my life, but never like this. I don't know what it is about this year to be treated by 4 individuals. Never mind who. Don't even ask, because it's been handled out of nowhere. Who I've supported, who I've trusted, who I've called friends. That floored me. But the last one, that when I had the meeting yesterday, and I'm going like, whoa. And this person would say, "Hi, excrement," and I'm going like, and then all of a sudden Now that I'm looking back at the conversation, I'm I figured that this person was busy and stuff, and then all of a sudden this person wasn't there, and I'm going like, something's off. And then I happened to think, when was the last person? And I understand that people come, people go, people change. I get it. And then yeah, I just knew that because and then the thing of manners coming in, and then with the click thing, and I figured like, well, I rather, and I didn't really know how to approach this and do this because people have different platforms, and I know that I'm not going to get any closure with the individuals. But I looked at it this way: life is too short. I thought that we were friends. I'm not going to put up with the disrespect. I wish you well, but that's it. Life's too short. You got to move on with your life, and I've did what I had to do to process and to deal with something like this, because of course everybody gets treated like crap. I've been treated like crap for like well over 40 years, and the buck stops here. And I knew I had to stand up for myself, which I knew during the holidays that I was going to do it because I was at my breaking point. But to have it skyrocket to the point where I mean business, and like I said, you know, um, with the moderators who I absolutely did trust, which I don't trust anymore. Like I said, never mind who. But I don't know if was it something about me or what. I don't know. But then I noticed like the clicks, and I figured like I think I better, if I want to continue to go live and stuff, which I do, and they're going to be shortened, I better nip all of this in the bud so that we can have fun and not have cold-hearted people coming into like people's streams thinking that, oh, it's just this host, we can walk all over them. You know what I say? Bullshit. I've been inspired by many philosophers within this year, but it's been Taylor Swift. Eileen, how are you? But yeah, it's been Taylor Swift. And like I said, I just never, and I'm gonna be blunt. Uh Don the Jedi. I'm so used to calling you for the Fear the Dawn. But yeah, there's been a couple of times that I've been in your streams, and I've noticed the shift a little bit, and I did not know what was wrong or anything. And people have a lot going on in their lives where people need to take breaks and prioritize life, like me. The reason why I don't do the big live streams like the 1 hour, 2 hours, is because it was draining as hell, and with that time I could do something else. But when I see it with my own two eyes, the shock. Oh, you did? My school district starts back up on Wednesday. And I feel that when things get drastic in 2 months' time, it's bound to do something about it because you don't want to be on someone's live stream and have drama come in and you don't know where it's coming from. And you want to protect not only yourself, but the people in the live streams that you talk to, and you have, you got to do something about it before it gets escalated. And when I talked to this person yesterday, and the person that I talked to brought up a point, and then when I got off with the person yesterday and I was about my day, and I'm thinking, this person is right. This person is seeing the same thing that I am. Eileen, without going into specifics, changes in manners and respect have really, really changed to the point where I had to do something that I never thought that I would do. I had to um, cut three moderators out of my life. I knew that was going to happen, but not the way that it happened. And it was very hurtful. It came out of nowhere. I had to eliminate a moderator yesterday because it was brought to my attention from a channel that I go to, who's also a moderator for me. But Eileen, I've just noticed a lot of changes in behavior on YouTube live streams that I just want to protect and make this fully aware to people. If people don't want to say hi to you, I've noticed not the slot channels, but a lot of the gaming channels that I go to. Um, People don't want to say hi to me anymore, or yeah. Oh no, that is not good at all. That is sad. That is sad, but I just want people to be on the lookout. And if you don't feel like people want to talk to you, that it gets awkward, I've left a couple of live streams because of that, and in other words, withdrawn my support. But to have changes that drastic in 2 months' time, I figured I better do something about this and have people be aware of it. But Eileen, how are you doing? I'm doing good. It has been hot and muggy here lately. The garden update is as such. Um, the sunflowers came in. We got like a whole bunch of sunflowers. The bell peppers did not come in. The cucumbers did not come in, but we're just waiting for the Roma tomatoes to come in. And I'm glad that I went live today because for some reason there's only the button for this now, and I may do a test on Sunday. But yeah, Eileen, just be aware. I don't know if you're the channels that you go to do that, but think of this as a public service announcement, safety for your physical, mental, and emotional help. But yeah, that just came out like nowhere. And I didn't. I've been wanting to do this for a while, but it's just really important to have manners. Just like have manners as if you're going to your parents' home or a relative's home. You know what I mean? And I've also put out shorts about this. I'm repeating myself a little bit because of the buffering and everything, and I know I'm going to get hate for it. But like I said, you can blame the my ex moderators for that, and whatnot. And because of that, I've been doing like other things, like taking breaks from lives and stuff like that to like better myself and whatnot. But Eileen, how was your summer? We've been having a hot summer, and it's supposed to be 87 today, um, and warm. And we finally got rain this week, and that was really really cool and whatnot. We had a little bit of storm damage, but not too bad. But yeah, the I can do like well over an hour, but if it goes like 1:15 or like an hour and 15, or I just get drained. But like I said, um I love my viewers. I love my subscribers, and I'm just wanting to like make everything aware and everything, and just have like cool streams. I don't game a lot. I just want to have like chit chats and stuff. And for people that are new to my lives, I know Eileen that you've been in here. Um, I'm Kerry Knauf. I like spooky things. It's okay to have fun, but don't be a jerk off about it, or anything like that. But Eileen, since we last talked, I finally tried Wingstop. We tried it in July, and I've had the mango habanero, the garlic parm, Korean barbecue. Those were all tenders. I finally tried their sandwiches, and I tried the Mexican street spice, and that was really really good. The ones that I want to try next are the Cajun and the hot honey rub. And I'm gonna go here again. And another reason why I'm feeling is like with all these deaths, my generation, which is Gen X, has been like taking it in the butt. And how is everybody feeling after Ozzy Osbourne's passing? I'm still hurt by that because, like I said, I heard Ozzy and I thought it was solo Ozzy until um, I heard what's that? The beginning of the Ozzy with Black Sabbath, but yeah, that really kicked me in the tutu. And it turns out that the cause of death, in case anybody doesn't know, he had a heart attack. Yeah, and in Birmingham, they took all of the flowers and of gifts, and they have them in a warehouse now, sorting them out for the family. But oh my gosh, I did see it on TV. I had it on the BBC and Sky News when Ozzy and went back through Birmingham, and I see the Osbournes get out at the Black Sabbath bridge. That completely, I feel, I feel, I feel bad for like all the kids, but my heart really goes out to Sharon. It My heart really really goes out to Sharon. And I have a friend of mine that I talk to, and I have the Osbournes on YouTube, and I also have them on DVD. And I bet you they are glad too that they got to do the Osbournes show. So that way they can look back, Jack and Kelly can look back on their growth. Kelly is a great singer. I have both of her albums that she did, and it's just amazing how fast they grow up. Jack lives in Idaho, and Kelly lives in Iowa. And they the reason why I know this is because they both have a TikTok channel, and I'll get to that in a second. But yesterday, before I went into the meeting that I had, I got a TikTok guidelines thing. I guess everything is supposed to happen September the 17th, but I got a notice yesterday through TikTok that there's going to be guidelines done and whatnot. I don't know if this is going to be affecting the M2. I don't know how it's going to affect everybody because we really don't know that much about it. The M2 app, only for like the United States, but I think the M2 app is going to be bullcrap because I got a question for my overseas friends about the do you guys know about the M2 app? We don't really know anything about that yet. Alls I know that it starts up in September. That's why I'm having a lot more fun with TikTok with the stickers and stuff. And that's how I do my profile pictures for my channels, like with the stickers and that. And we don't know anything about it, but sometime in March it's gonna like fade away. So I was just wondering because there's a lot of live streams that I go to that are overseas, and I was wondering, is that going to affect? I'm having you guys can see me, but like I said, um I'm gonna have to get like a new phone soon, so that's why it's kind of like in the circle thing. I was just wondering how is that going to affect overseas people wanting to watch American TikTok videos? Yeah, I know. I'm surprised that I have not had a buffer or like an overheat because yeah, I was just particularly wondering about that because it's going to affect a lot more people. So I've been trying to find out things about like that. But yeah, Ozzy Osbourne and whatnot. Misfits and Dreamers, Bob. Good morning. How are you? Doing good. We're having a muggy a day. We finally got the rain and whatnot, but garden update is as of follows. Um, we're just we're just waiting now for the Roma tomatoes to ripen. That's it. The cucumbers and the bell peppers did not show up at all. So, but yeah, Misfits and Dreamers, Ozzy Osbourne, huh? Yeah, that kicked me in the teeth. And yeah, the death certificate was heart attack, and he is buried at the home property at the Osborne estate. And I found this out on TikTok. Yeah, Misfits and Dreamers, Bob. If you have like TikTok, all I can say is I got a guidelines notification yesterday about the changes before things take effect. I think the 17th of September about TikTok, but I still don't know anything about like the M2 app. But Misfits and Dreamers, Bob, how is your weather doing? Has it been okay? I'm surprised that I'm surprised. Oh, 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 oh. Misfits and Dreamers, Bob. I noticed that you have not been live in a while. And I went live yesterday on this side. I mean, like the landscape. And that's what I wanted to do for this live. But for some reason, I can only go live today on this. So if you go live, Misfits and Dreamers, Bob, make sure that you play with it because they've been making changes left and right lately, just within the last 2 weeks. They've been making changes. And like I said, I've been making changes of myself and whatnot. But yeah, the next time you go live, make sure that you test things out, do what you got to do because they've been making changes. Just giving you the heads up. But Dad's doing good. Misfits and Dreamers, Bob. Oh my gosh. Have you ever heard of Wingstop? Still here? Okay, good. 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 And try Wingstop. It's great. But yeah, I've just decided to make some changes because, like I and Don the Jedi, I'm sure that there's a channel places that you go to as well, and you've seen the changes, and I'm going like, maybe I should do something. And I'm looking forward to your streams. But sometimes when you go live, I'm asleep. And by the time I wake up, you're done. And then, like I said, make sure that you re-ring a lot of people's bells. I've been having to re-rung things, and oh my god, I may even do this tomorrow. Re-ring a lot of people's bells. I seem to do a lot of, excuse me, I've been very gassy lately. I seem to do a lot of my technical uh work and whatnot. Misfits and Dreamers, Bob. I decided to try the green screen for like a long period of time and to make sure I mean what I say, and I've done like little things and stuff like that. But Don the Jedi, yeah, yeah, it's gonna be hot everywhere. But I think the reason why the cucumbers and the bell peppers didn't do well is because of the bugs. Because we have not had any wasps or hornets or yellow jackets this year, only bees. We've had lightning butts. Oh my gosh, my phone is overheating again. Oh my goodness gracious. I don't know why it's doing that. One of these days I will have to like get a new phone. But we have not, we've had bees, we've had a little bit of flies, lightning butts. But here's the weird thing. This summer, no mosquitoes. No mosquitoes this year. It was like so odd. Misfits and Dreamers, Bob. It's there we go. Yeah, that's done that 4 times already. But Misfits and Dreamers, Bob. Yes, try Wingstop. Um, it is very good. A Misfits and Dreamers, Bob. That's what we're thinking. That's what me and my dad are thinking, that we may need to get a new phone, because it cut out the first time at 12 minutes, and then I'm surprised I have not started a new stream, because I haven't been this live in a long time. But TN, hi, in case I did not see you. But yeah, we're thinking about getting a new phone. But yeah, I'm still gonna be um, cutting down on how long that I am live. But yeah, Misfits and Dreamers, Bob, you get what you pay for. The chicken tenders are humongous, and you get to pick the flavor of what you like. I can name a few, but they have a lot more. They have peach habanero, they have Hawaiian, they have a lot. But D Drunk Gamer, how are you? But yeah, I'm doing good. Who knows how long I'm gonna be alive when uh but it was like incredible on how long it was between the third and the fourth drop. But D Drunk Gamer, how are you? I'm still having to re ring your bell. I'm doing really, really good. We're keeping cool today. We're not really going to be going outside today because it's supposed to be super hot. And it was hotter than hell the last time that we did go to Wingstop on Saturday. When we left to go to Wingstop on Saturday, it was 94, but when we left, um, it was 97, and it felt like a hundred and four, and it was like super super hot. But yeah, probably after today, I will take a break. I got to do a test, because for some reason when I went live yesterday, I could go live either way, like this way or this way. But when I went live today, um, I can only go live this way. So on Sunday, I might just do a small little test run. Hi, the cable company. How are you? Doing good. Yeah, the cable company. Yeah, I just felt like going on and doing this live, because some things happened. If you want to know what happened, just rewatch the replay, and probably after this, I'll take a break. Um, oh yeah, it Drunk Gamer. It seems like it's getting hot everywhere. Yeah, it seems like it's getting hot everywhere. I still want to try the Wednesday meal. I probably will not film it or something, because whatnot. But yeah, the cable company. Yeah, I just felt of doing a live, and I wanted to try the green screen, and the cable company and D Drunk Gamer. When I went live yesterday, I had the choice of going live this way or this way, but I only had the choice to go live like this. But yeah, yeah, it's just hot everywhere, and just beware the hurricane that I that's coming. And but yeah, the cable company. It's been brought to my attention by my own two eyes, and a moderator of mine got a hold of me and gave me some information. And I figure, like, well, that's it. I'm going to address the issue. If people don't like it, tough crap. And I wanted to try the green thing, which I did. And hence for that is my about page, but I also put my about page in the beginning of the live stream. But yeah, it's actually, I think it's going to be another hot and muggy weekend. But yeah, I think after today, I'm going to see if I can go live the landscape way. But the only reason why I went live like this way is because today I didn't have a choice, and you can't try the green screen on the landscape. You can only do it like this. But for the topic of conversation, I knew that I would get a lot more people um, this way. So, and then I want to go back to the shorter live streams again. And if it goes haywire again, I'm surprised. Oh, good, good. Yeah, we're just okay. It's gonna be about 10 minutes since the last drop off. But that's good. Yeah, we're just gonna chill. We got like a little bit of things that we've gotten to do. I have not gone to Gun Lake casino in a couple of weeks. I have a slot channel that I go to that lives about 40 minutes away from us. Went to Gun Lake casino and did well. They have a new game called S'mores Money, and it involves bears. My dad was there a couple of days ago. Oh, nice. Oh, cool. Yeah, I know that I'm gonna be just be chilling, you know. And like I said, I won't get into specifics, but there was a huge, massive reason why I did what I did, and I feel better that I talked about it, and I just knew that I could not let the topic of conversation go. But that's cool. Yeah, the only plans that I got for today is lunch, nap, maybe watch some TV. Um, I may even do the experiment. No, I think I better do that on Sunday. It's just gonna be a absolute chill weekend. So, but yeah, I want to start doing the shorter live streams again. But I just thought that this was something that really, really needed to be, excuse me, addressed, you know. But yeah, I haven't gone to the casino. Tuesday, it'll be like 2 weeks. And dad's got something to do down there the next day. And but I definitely will try the Wednesday meal. I might just show um one of them when I do try it, and not try it on camera like I did with the thing. But yeah, I'm sure there's different. Okay, I will give you a little bit of a hint without going into specifics. D Drunk Gamer, you go to a lot of channels that I do. You might have noticed like little clicks, and you go to like places that normally say hi to you, and then all of a sudden don't. And it was brought to my attention yesterday who is a mod from my channel and whatnot. He This channel reached out to me, and it was brought to my attention that there was disrespect, and the channel reached out to me because the person that he was talking about, it's a he, um was was a mod for my channel, and I had to take the person's wrench, and I just thought that in 2 months' time that I had to take 4 moderator wrenches. And I just thought that I would. This person made me stop and think that I need to address this. But when I go to different channels, I've noticed that there's clicks and there's people that you normally talk to and say hi to, all of a sudden they don't want to talk, and I'm going like, okay, I think I better address this because yeah, exactly. Yeah, and YouTube issues. And I was just telling Misfits and Dreamers Bob that YouTube has changed in the last couple of weeks because I went live yesterday, and like I said, I had the choice of going live this way or this way. And then when I wanted to go live the way that I normally do, I did not have that option. So I was telling Misfits and Dreamers Bob, check your phones or like whatever. Um, because I went to go live today, and it was okay with me today, is because I wanted to check out of the green screen, and it would be like a lot easier for me to have my about page on that so that we could have a conversation. Yes, because D-Drunk Gamer, when I went to go live today, I noticed on my phone, because I go live on my phone, that I did not have the option that I would normally do. And this time I was okay with it because I wanted to put my about page and have like a serious topic, which I talked about earlier in this live. But I'm just let fear the dawn, D Drunk Gamer, because I've seen it with my own two eyes and everything. But yeah, um, I've noticed how fast that it happened, because like I said, normally I would go live in the other thing, and it was like okay, and I might just do a test on Sunday to see if I can go do with the landscape, and if I can't, then I know that something's going on, because like I said, normally I don't like to go live. Every once in a while I'll do it for like to change things up, but I'm glad I went live in this one, because for some reason in the landscape you can't you don't have the green screen abilities, but on the portrait one, you have that particular option. And let me see if I can do this again with the green screen. And yeah, you can only do like the green screen. I'm just waiting for it to pop up again. And done. And D Drunk Gamer. That's what I wanted to try too, because normally I would do the land scape, but with this particularly conversation that I wanted to have, um, this was weird. But like I said, I will be definitely be doing a test like that, and you can only do this in that, and you can change it, from like different things. But that was what I did up there for the green screen was the main reason because I never did a green screen before, and I figured like with the topic, I would do it. So yeah, I am too. I am too. But like I said, I like the landscape a lot more. But every once in a while I will do a vertical. I know it's vertical, but it's so much easier to remember portrait and landscape for me to do that. But yeah, but I'll probably if I don't have a choice and I have to go portrait, that's okay. I'm not really thrilled about it, but I will do it, but I'll just like shorten the lives. But I'll probably phone watchers. Yeah, cuz like I said, I don't know how many views that I'm going to get with this and like I said, I like landscape better, but just to like mix it up, but if I have to do this, like I said, I'm gonna test it out on Sunday or even tomorrow because I gotta re-ring a few people's bells and everything and whatnot. So I'll probably will do that. I'll probably do a test to see if I can go back to landscape that I like to do. But if I can't, that's all right. I'll just figure out how to way to shorten the live streams. Well, it all depends. Like I said, I went live today a little bit earlier because I don't know. There's a dog channel that I go to. I don't know the channel name is Tonka the Malamute. I don't know if she is going to have a premiere today or not. I really don't particularly know, but my when it comes to my lives, I particularly go live in landscape, but I don't really get all that many views. But oh my gosh, I got 11 likes, and so that's good. And this top fans thing, what was it about 2 months ago when they started? All you have to do is I think you have to go to your Google account and go into yeah, just go into Google and say how do you turn off the top fans. That got really annoying, so I actually I turned that particular section off. I don't know if you can see that or not. But yeah, oh my gosh, I haven't watched this movie since the not this past election, but the one before. Oh my gosh, it was so funny to watch Beavis and Butthead do America. Yeah, I hate it too. Yeah, and like I said, I don't game. I just have like a chit chat channel that you can go in like in a world full of chaos and everything. And I've also noticed this about myself. I noticed that um my 50s. Yes, I'm in my 50s. TN, I know I don't look it. Actually, my favorite part um, of Beavis and Butthead Do America. No, it's not that part actually. It's on the plane. TN, I am. I actually am. I am. I know I don't look it, but TN, I am. Um, I'm the big 5'3". I'm 53. And for some reason, my 40s, everything was just moving fast. My 30s, my 20s. I did too. TN, yes, I'm actually that old. Yeah, I seen it in the tube, but my favorite scene of Beavis and Butthead Do America is when they're on the plane and the lady who is voiced by Cloris Leachman, God bless her soul, she said, looking forward to Las Vegas, and go like, yeah, we're going to see the sluts. And go like, I'm interested in doing the sluts too. And go like, whoa, is that there many sluts in Las Vegas? And Beavis and Butthead, yeah. The lady says, yeah, you don't know where to begin. And go like, whoa, that scene. But yeah, it's like when they're looking at that statue with the big boobs, and oh my god. But to me, I mean, everybody did their part besides Beavis and Butthead. It's like, how did they get Robert Stack to do the voice? Robert Stack. I just watched that a few days ago, and then I watched Jackass the movie, and then I finally got to see the final Destination Bloodlines, and they're going to make a new one. That I would say the only way that they could do it. To be honest with you, the way that it ended in Bloodlines, they should stop when the getting is good. And like I said, I knew that Tony Todd was sick. Oh, you haven't seen Bloodlines yet? Okay. I'm not going to spoil it with you, but I will say this. It's a good time to stop the franchise. At least one more. As you know, Tony Todd passed away. The first half of his speech was scripted. Oh my God. And I knew that he was sick. Get your tissues ready. The last lines that he had, the director and the producer says, write whatever you want. And it was like a goodbye to the fans. And it's going to rip your heart out. Because like I said, he put off his chemo treatments to do this movie. Oh, yeah. Open-ended. I'm not going to spoil it or nothing, but just prepare yourself when you see Tony Todd. I knew that he was sick, and I'm going like, holy crap. And like I said, thank God nobody was home because I was bawling like a baby. I knew he looked bad, but Jesus Christ. But yeah, I'm sure that they'll leave it open, but yeah, you have been warned. That's all I'm going to say. And I ended up watching Final Destination 1. But it would be it would be nice to, I'm not going to say how his scene ends or anything like that, but it would be kind of like for the next Final Destination movie, to finish up his storyline, because I don't really think that it was finished unless they can splice up some unused footage of him that they couldn't use, or even continue his bloodline. I do not know, but um I will say this: the producer and the director and Tony Todd knew what they were doing, and he got the proper send off. As to the scene, you'll know. But Candyman, he's done Candyman. He did one of the nights of the actually, yeah, been warned. Aha, that aha is I'm not joking around. Like I said, I knew that he was sick. But Jesus Christ. I was not prepared. But his last scene will knock you on your ass. That's it. I was crying. Because, like I said, I've been a fan of his since Candyman, and he did a really good job with one of the Night of the Living Dead, and he is like such like an icon and everything. And speaking of icons, if anybody loves Robert England, can't escape death. That's true. That is so true. But yeah, he finished his lines, and I guess he didn't even he was dead by the time the film was released. It went that quick. But yeah, you can't escape death. But I'm just telling you, I'm just preparing for what he looks like. Damn. But if anybody here likes Freddy Krueger, Robert England, duh. He's going to be getting his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame on Halloween. But yeah, you can't escape it. But yeah, yeah, I had to be perfectly honest with you, D Drunk Gamer. I've been a fan of his for like so many years. When I see him for the last time, he came on and he sat, and there is a close up. I had to stop the film, um, do something else, and then I got back to it. Then I could watch the scene. Oh yeah, Freddy's my favorite too. And speaking of which, this has been really burning my ass. And I love Dead by Daylight. Do not get me wrong. What is up with all of the new killers on Dead by Daylight? And I have noticed it, and to be perfectly honest with you, she changed her name again. She goes by the name of Ginger Scream Queen now. She's the only person that plays Dead by Daylight now. And all I see is new killers, and they have like Springtrap. is the new killer from Five Nights at Freddy's. And speaking of Freddy, I have not seen Freddy. I have not seen Michael Myers. Recently, I seen, yeah, no clue. Yeah, I know. It's like there's so many new killers that they forget the older ones. But I have not seen Freddy. I have not seen Michael Myers. Uh, 3 weeks ago, I got to see Pyramid Head, and I haven't seen Pyramid Head in God, like well over a long ass time. It seems like I know you can play like killer with different ones, but I'm talking about like the random play. They're just popping up with I've only seen Springtrap once. Naughty Bear I seen once, and that was like well over a year ago. But yeah, the old killers are not seeming to be popping up. I am so glad I didn't have to restart a one another stream like I have been. So I've been lucky that to save this one. But yeah, you don't see any of the old killers anymore. They're supposed to be like Dracula. I have not seen Dracula only once. But Freddy, I am. Let me tell you, the last time I've seen Freddy was, I think, well over a year, perhaps 2 years now. I have heard he's been having a reboot issue, but I haven't seen him back in the game. I haven't heard anything about the new Friday the 13th or anything like that. But yeah, it's gotten to the and I love Dead by Daylight. Do not get me wrong, but it's gotten to the point with me that with all of the new killers coming out, it makes me not want to. I never thought I would ever hear myself say this, but it's gotten to the point where I don't want to see. It's okay to have like the new killers, but gosh dang it, throw in some older ones. God, I don't know if there's like a limit or something like that. And thank God for you because you play like the old gamers. There's nothing wrong with like Fortnite or like Call of Duty or anything like that. But it's nice to have old school games that you can uh, go to and whatnot. But yeah, I even went to, oh my gosh, and it's been like well over a year since Jimbo Alice. I used to go there. Yeah, it is so refreshing to see old school games. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with Call of Duty or Fortnite or any of those games, but it's just so great to see older games. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And Dead by Daylight just needs to cut off the new killers, man, because it's got to the point where I don't see the old killers anymore. Michael Myers, I haven't seen him so long. I forgot what he looks like. Same thing with Freddy. I seen Pyramid Head a few weeks ago, and it's been like years since I've seen him. And like I said, I mentioned about the Naughty Bear thing and whatnot. It's like when I see like the older killers in Dead by Daylight, and I'm not ashamed to say it because when I seen Pyramid Head and the streamer that I was talking to about, it made me cry because like, oh my god, it just gave me like so much joy um to see that killer when it's not like a new killer. It just brought me so much joy. It made me cry, going like, oh my god, we finally get to see like an old killer. I didn't care who it was. Like I said, I have my favorites, and I like Wraith with the bell with a ding ding ding. I like Wraith. Oh my God, Doctor Shockrod. I haven't seen Doctor Shockrod, and to be honest with you, I think it's been like 2 3 years since I've seen Doctor Shockrod. I'm going like, oh my gosh, what is that all about? But it's gotten to the point where I hardly ever want to. Yeah, there's like too many games just to play at one time. Yeah, I agree. And there's like so many. I go to um Blood Dragoons. I'll probably go on his stream a little bit later, but I'm just going to the streamers, regardless if it's slots or gamers, because I've been watching a lot more slot channel videos, but lately I haven't been able to watch them because I'm so busy and they go live a lot. So I just go over there, and because a lot of the people are taking breaks, like I go to Drunk Gamers, Blood Dragoons, and Grizzles. I used to go over to Rap, but he's taking a break. Denise is taking a break. So I've been putting my focus on the slotting community. And when I'm not doing that, I'm either outside doing stuff or like watching TV or taking notes for like topics for like live streams or whatever, or focusing on myself or doing things that I want to do, what we want to do, like together, and everything, coming up with ideas and stuff. And I'm finally caught up. I just uploaded the last short little thing that I made about my about page, and I have that out coming out Sunday. So that means I can support other people, because you have to have like a balance. And I was talking about my 50s and TN. I'm in my 50s, by the way. And for some reason, my 50s have been slow enough that I can work on myself, because I have the tools now that I'm older, that I can deal with the rest of the stuff that happened in my 30s and even in my teenager years, and with my present, that I can actually sit back and enjoy a decade of life without going too fast. It's like my 50s have been leisurely. So I can just sit back and work on myself for what I want in the now, and not only for my 60s and 70s, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's just and being around other chill streams. I had to take a break from the Call of Duty and the shoot 'em up bang bangs, and it's so great to have like the Drunk Gamer play the older games. And oh, if anybody's been asking about East Dad, East Dad is doing good. He stopped in one of my test lives earlier this week, and like I said, I apologize for the stream getting cut, and I tried to rescue it. He's doing okay. He's taking a break. He had some issues that he needed to work on, and he is a moderator for my channel. He told me what's been going on and but he had some issues that he was working on, and he's just busy with life, but he is doing okay. He popped in for a few minutes a few days ago, in fact, earlier this week. So he is doing good, but I have not seen Rap. Patrice is doing good. She's everybody's been are real busy with work and everything. So with the places that I mainly go, get to try like different things and whatnot. Speaking of different things, oh my god, um, I watched a movie and the trailer looked intriguing. And what I thought it was and what it was two different things. And the movie is called The Invitation. I did not expect it to go the way that it did. If you're going to do a movie like that, make sure that it's long and stuff and have like little clues or stuff. At least make it interesting. Like, I can't think of the title, but it had George Clooney, Quentin Tarantino, and they're bank robbers, and they end up going to like to this bar, and all of a sudden the bar turns into something, and they made kind of like that. And people, I can't remember the name, but it was one heck of a good movie, and I just didn't like it. The movie is called The Invitation. There's a lot of slow points, but I just did not. I expected a spooky house, kind of like a mystery murder type of a thing, but I'm not going to say what it turned out to be. But would I recommend that movie? No, I would not recommend that movie. Man, I'll all I'll all I'll say about this. The cinematography was really really good. I just didn't expect that type of a plot twist. I'll leave it at that. But I did see Minecraft movie. I watched that earlier this year, but that was good. But yeah, lately we've been just chilling out. Probably will be just chilling out. But yeah, you just have to go on the chill streams once in a while. But yeah, Patrice was live this week. I just didn't get a chance to get on over to her stream, and of course she did a working stream. But yeah, I see Roughneck all the time, and apparently he hasn't seen all the people at all. But like I said, I wish Rap and Trusco hasn't been live in a while either. But yeah, such is life. Everybody's got their own right to do what they want to do and whatnot. And I'm also finding I have some time to do a long stream today, and this will probably, I didn't mean to be on here this long, but it's good to take a break from the long big ones, because with that time you can do like whatever, like laundry, get caught up on correspondence, things that I actually need. I'm going to put this phone down um because I'm tired of holding it up, and I gotta down a little bit here. But yeah, it's whatnot. And I heard oh hey, since I got you here, and I think you play with Xbox, and I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do if they go into direction that I think that they're going to. I heard, and this is rumor, and I have not heard anything more about it. Um, Something about having ID to play Xbox. That's what I heard, and I've heard a lot of interesting things. But yeah, because like I said, I haven't done a longer stream, and I'm starting to feel it in my throat. But with this hot button topic that I've been wanting to do, to me, this stream is worth it, and I'm going to go back to shortening up my streams because, like I said, with the shortened up streams, it's because I feel drained, and it usually takes me about like a week to recover, and then by doing so, I can take care of cooking, correspondence, things that needed to be like taken care of and balancing and taking time for yourself, trying something new like Wingstop. And like I said, nothing wrong with Chick-fil-A. We haven't been to Chick-fil-A, but there's nothing wrong with Chick-fil-A or anything. But if you and there's like another place that we want to try too. Maybe you tried it, D Drunk Gamer and TN. The place is called Raising Canes. But Wingstop, the tenders are, oh my god. You might have seen it when I first tried it. The mango habanero. And you get what you pay for. It's like with the tender combos between the two of us, between both of our combos, we can get 2 meals a piece out of it. So, whatnot, and probably we'll need to like go to the grocery store. But I'm glad that this live is long because, like I said, you know, I've been wanting to do this, but I never really had the time, and I did not think that things would escalate in 2 months' time. So I figured, like, well, shit, I got to get this out of the way. But yeah, the only thing that we got going on is Dad's got. I'm not a senior yet. My dad's a senior, obviously, and he's got that. And then I haven't gone down there in 2 weeks, so we'll see how I do with the casino. I definitely, like I said, I want to try the Wednesday meal. And speaking of which, I could ask this here. Um, I have a question. I'm trying to. When you have, I mean, you have cable TV. Do you need to have home internet to get Fox Nation and Netflix? And to get Fox Nation and Netflix. How we've been going up and down with this decision, and we was just curious if you have to have home internet, how much is that, and how much is Netflix and Fox Nation? Yeah, because we've been thinking about this for a while, but we don't know. I know that it's a separate bill. That I do know because I talked to somebody about it last year about it. But we're thinking about getting that. I can talk to my friend about it. But anywho, but I'm going to check my I'm going to put the phone down, and I just want to check. Oh, anybody like going to Bath and Body Works? I just got a notification that if you like hand soaps and all bar soaps and which is pump soaps, today, like the pump soap and stuff, today, um there are at 2.95 at Bath and Body Works today. I just got like an email because I was looking to see if my dog channel, Talk of the Malamute, was going to have a premiere, or should probably drop it after the 11 o'clock hour, but it looks like she's not going to have it, probably just like drop a video today. But if you guys are a fan of Bath and Body Works, all hand soaps, which is bar soaps, and the hand soap, the pump, they're $2.95. And speaking of which, I'm using my one of my all-time favorite scents, Wicked Vanilla Woods. I've been trying, and Vampire Blood, but after that, I'm gonna mix it up with Disney Princess Belle, and another Halloween scent called Ice Scream Float, and whatnot. Just like keep it festive, and not, if I want to keep it festive, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see how much battery life. And I'm surprised I have not buffered for almost an hour, because normally this is the first stream in a long time that I could actually save. But like I said, I didn't mean to go on long, and I'm glad that I did. But due to the topics, yeah, I'm just like noticing things and little manners in streams that I thought that I would address. And it was, like I said, it was brought to my attention yesterday, and I figured, like, well, shit, I better get on the bandwagon, because, like I said, I don't want guests and my subscribers, and protecting the host. And my dad will pop up every single once in a while in a live. He was in my live, the second one that I did yesterday, but he prefers the shorts, to be honest with you, and I want to protect him and whatnot, just to nip things in the bud, you know, manner wise, the disrespect and the clicks. Because I go to like different things, I've noticed that people don't want to say hi, and they have all their right to do, but you just feel that it's off enough, like, hey, I think I would leave, that type of situation, which I have. And I've just noticed within 2 months' time, and in that time frame, the things that I've been having to do, and to remove 4 moderators in 2 months' time, something needs to be addressed. So, and I've also wanted to try the green screen, but yeah, eventually I'll have to. Excuse me. I burped. I apologize. I take full responsibility. But also looking forward to Taylor Swift and Life of a Showgirl. And what I'm going through a lot of things, and I'm going through like a lot of creativity and things, and just getting inspired by the outside world with other videos. But when you go down with something, you find an artist that makes you feel things that you never thought you could feel, and just when you thought that you was done, you feel some more. And that's what Taylor Swift music is done. I've gotten into her. um I've heard of her through Tim McGraw and Teardrops on My Guitar, and then I forgot about her music for a while because I was interested in other things. But I really started getting into her music with the Red album, and then I heard like a couple of tracks. But the first ever album that I bought was '89, and the Reputation album. You know, you only have like a short life. You just gotta do what's right for you. And taking breaks from things are a good thing to do. So that you can. Sometimes you need. I'll tell you exactly how I feel in my life right now. And even though with the lot of the stupidity, moronic drama, uh, this has been the decade of peace in the world full of chaos that we are in, regardless if you are a blue or a red. That's code, so I won't get in trouble. What political parties have that color? Just saying. And but like I said, I'm at peace to the point where this has been my 50s have been a really, really peaceful decade. Something that I have not felt in a while, in a decade, because normally your 40s are busy, things in life happen, and that decade goes by quick. Same thing with your 30s and your 20s and your teen years. And George Harrison of the Beatles said it perfectly. From the time that you're 17, because he was 57 at the time when he did this, 17 to 57, 40 years can go, and just like that, what he says is true. But it is true. But like I said, I'm at peace with this decade and whatnot. I began to have peace in my late 40s, but this decade for sure in my life has been great. Now I'm boring the shit out of everybody, but it's just things in life. I don't mean to preach. I don't mean to be a motivational speaker. Only you can know what you want in your life. But with the disrespect, I should disrespect, but there's another word that I want to use. I'll say it. I don't give a shit. The word that I'm thinking of is betrayal. Um, it really threw me for a loop, and I'm at a point now in my life that I can really, really look into this a lot more and slow down and wonder, are these people having like a crappy day, or just like one day they just didn't want to be my friend anymore? Why do they need to act the way that they act when they could have came to me and say, "Hey, Carrie, da 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 da," and keep it private and whatnot? That's all I'm gonna say. Common sense, manners, and all that. And it all happened like so quick. But with me being in my 50s and not having the tools to handle things like when you're in your teens, your 20s, in your 30s, your mid 40s, you still act like the same way. But as you approach your 50s, you cannot, or even in your 50s, you can't handle things the way that you have been in your past. And I've noticed, like last year, I've been, especially during like the holidays and earlier this ways, I've been finding different ways to handle things that normally I would do in a much, much severe way. Um, I am in my past, well, if I get really upset enough, I'm a yeller. And I noticed that when it was brought to my attention earlier in February, when the incident, one of the first incidents happened, I'm going like, okay, I cannot do it the way that I would normally would. I need to look inside myself, find the tools to better myself, to grow myself. And with society the way that it is now, you're almost afraid to like talk to somebody because you don't know if they're a liberal or TDS or whatnot. So I thank God for Instagram, self help, and of TikTok, and of course self help. But going into music, and I've always dealt with my feelings with music and anger and stuff. The anger stuff, I tried one more time just to say goodbye to that era of my life, like Taylor Swift's doing with hers, and to do the self motivation and stuff. And you know what? It's worked. And a lot of people are not going to like that. But so what? You have to do what's better for you. Only, let me say this. Only you know, in each and every individual in this world has their own way of dealing with things. In other words, self discovery. Same thing with grief. It's like, what's that word I want to use? Transform. As you get older, you're set in your ways, but all of a sudden, you can't be that person anymore. I mean, I'm the same person, but the way that I handle things, I was a yeller and a screamer. But I did it dignifiedly. But I noticed something with myself in early February that I needed to change that. So, and so far it's really helped what I'm doing, the boundaries thing. I had to put in the boundaries thing. Trust me, I did not want to. It was actually, I needed to take a stand. I knew the stand was coming, but I didn't think I would have to put it into effect. I knew that I needed to. Everybody has their breaking point. With me, I'm surprised I put up with it as long as I did, and that was well over 40 years of bullshit, of being made fun of, criticized, and stuff. I'm surprised I put up with it for that long. And to better myself, the times are changing. Society now, what played a big influence in this decision. And I was going to stand up for myself and just like be the person that I am. And I am the same person, but I am a new person because I'm not going to let anybody or individuals make fun of me for who I am as a person. And I've made that decision. before the disrespect started. I put this into effect in January, like New Year, and I did some research late last year. But it got to the point where the disrespect came in that I needed to do research on how people act and what makes people turn on other people. And that was really fun and interesting. But to have that drastic change out of nowhere where you support people on YouTube that you've been supporting, some of them was 7 to 8 years, and then the other, I would say, the last 3 years. All of a sudden, just turn on me out of nowhere without any explanation. And in 2 months' time, and these were all people that I looked up to. I would go to their streams and just have like fun. And then all of a sudden, holy shit, out of like nowhere, I'm going like, where the hell is this coming from? And I realized I'm not going to get any closure with that. And I accepted that. But I'm not going to sit there and take it up the ass either. Pardon my French. So what I did the research and the tools of what I need to deal with this, because I've been made fun of and treated like shit. But betrayal was something that I've never dealt with, and to understand it and look up betrayal, I had to do the research to deal with it, to handle that, what to do, and realizing, Carrie, I can do this. And one of the things, and I just felt like by these people that they could walk all over me, and I just said, in the 2 months time when all this happened, and I had to take a person's wrench yesterday, and it pained me to do it, that these were people that I thought were friends, people that I got to know and trusted them enough to be a moderator for my channel. No shit. In 2 months, I had to remove 4 moderators from my channel. And I said, when I had the meeting yesterday, and I said, enough's enough. I want to have fun with my chat. I want to have fun and not deal with drama, and for the safety of not only for myself, for my viewers, and for my moderators that I still have. I thought that I would put this out here, that I've noticed a change. And I understand that I cannot control how people act, but just in the 2 month time frame, in the past 2 weeks, I've noticed like little clickies starting to form in different streams. I'm not saying who, but there are streams that I've gone to before. Never mind, don't even ask. But I'm just putting it out there, and I've noticed that there are streams that I go to that I would say hi, and they say hi to me back. I've noticed within the last, ironically, a week ago, that they don't want to say hi to me anymore. And I don't know if they outgrew me. And like I said, I know I'm not going to get the closure that I need. And I expect that. Sometimes you have to have that happen. But I've just noticed that in the behavior, and with the meeting that I had yesterday with one of my moderators, who I mod for on this particular channel is also a mod for me. And when the channel reached out to me, and it was bad enough without going into specific details, that I knew I did something about it, by putting up the boundaries and everything. But but when it comes to, and I've been on this person's channel and I've noticed a pattern in it. It really made me stop and think by putting the boundaries up to not people step all over me was the best decision that I've ever made. It's okay to have fun with me and grow with me and talk with me and everything, but don't act stupid and try to harm people's feelings by being stupid. You know, like trolls and everything. If you're going to be cool, be cool. Just respect the channel and have fun and don't put other people down that are in the stream, regardless if you are a moderator or what. Hence the about page update that I did. I finally had time to do it earlier this month. And hence this live stream. It was brought to his it was a guy, but his attention because I've noticed it. But if somebody notices notices it too and brings it to my attention, then it's bad because I'm not the only one that's noticing it. And when you start hurting the channel host, regardless if it's me or the channel that brought it to my attention, and start like a click thing, I want to come on here, and this is the number one reason why I came on. I don't want to have this for my stream. I want this stream to be fun where people can go. I'm going to get a little bit angry, but that's okay. I want this stream to be fun, drama free, and whatever side of the political wall that you're on in the world full of chaos that's been going on in the world, I want this place to be a safe place to go, where you're not judged because of the color of your skin or your political beliefs or whatever that you got going on. You need a breather and you need a place to go to take time out of your life. That's why I've been doing the relaxational streams of looking at birds out the window, because life now is just like moving way too fast. You gotta like slow down, take time out for yourself. And if that means if people choose me to come and decompress from the world of what they're going through life personally or environmentally, regardless if you're not a Trump supporter or not, or whatever political beliefs that you have, religional, I don't mean to preach, or religional beliefs that you have, I want this to be a safe ground. And with the moderators that I had to pull the wrench, it just opened up my eyes. And I said, Kerry, when you have the time and you need the research to do what you got to do and put it in place. And with this person did not have to reach out to me and tell me, but out of respect, because I also mod for the channel, and this person that he was talking about is a mod for mine, I better nip this in the bud and do it quick before somebody, or regardless if it's me or anybody in my chat, gets mentally, physically, emotional abuse. I want to nip this in the bud now. Because like I said, I've been around YouTube for many, 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 many years. And like I said, I go on lurk on people's streams that I'm considering, or I should say, was considering joining, but with all of the clickies and what's going on in the world, thinking that they can just like walk in and own the joint, being disrespectful not only to me or anybody else. I'm standing up for myself, And I'm sorry that I had to put the boundaries in place. And I know that people are not going to like that. I just want to let everybody know that even though that the boundaries is up, I'm doing this for the sake of my subscribers and also my moderators. Now, you might have noticed that I've taken a lot of moderators off. Is because they don't come in anymore and I'm only keeping a few. But I just want this a place to go where there is no drama, no bullshit. And I just did not. This is something I never thought I would do in all of my 53 years of life. Never thought that I would feel betrayal. I really did not. And I did not want to put up boundaries on my channel. I never thought, I know you can hate me, call me a bitch, or, oh, she's difficult. But I'm going to say this. I'm not saying who my moderators were, but you can thank them for that. You can thank them for that, for the boundary shift. And I just want to make everybody know about this. Like I said, it's okay to have fun, but from what I gathered through the meeting that I had through another platform, that I wasn't seeing, I was seeing it, but somebody else brought it to my attention, stuff that I did not know about nor see. And we both moderate for each other's channels, and this person brought it to my attention, something else that I did not realize would happen. And like I said, I put in a little bit of boundary. But when you have things that are happening in rapid succession in 2 months' time, where you have to, and it broke my heart to do it, but I had to do it because I'm not going to put up with anybody's disrespect. And to take 4 moderators' wrenches in 2 months, and it comes out of nowhere, and it's people that you loved and adored and trusted, and have that happen, you would say, what the fuck, too? So that's why I have the boundaries up, not only to protect me, and I cry because I love each and every one of you that come into my streams, even if you have not been to my streams in a while, even though that I take your wrench, you're still more than welcome to hate, to come in and hang out and stuff, but I will not tolerate the rudeness anymore. Sometimes you gotta put boundaries on your channel, regardless of its no perverse talk, because I've been on a couple of streams that put up with that. But you have to have rules, because if you don't have rules for the platform, people are gonna treat you like shit. And enough's enough. And like I said, I am very, very proud of myself that I put up with it for 47 years. The buck stops here. I'm sorry, but it really, I don't mean, like I said, I don't mean to preach or anything, but I know a lot of you had questions about why I put the boundaries up. I just wasn't ready to discuss it because I had to process it, learn from it. What can I do with my life after the situations that happened? But the one thing that happened yesterday that I had to do, I had to do something, because like I said, when people come in, you can't really tell what people are feeling. You can't tell. All you see is a channel name. You don't know how the person is feeling on the other end. You don't know if they're happy. You don't know if they're sad, joyful, or whatever feeling that they're feeling. And somebody could be on the edge and they can do something stupid. That's why it's just this rudeness within a 2 month span. Everybody can do and feel what they want to feel, but to have all this happen with the first incident started in early February, and then it was from March, April, it was okay, and then June. But then came July, from June to July. That's when things escalated, and I got. Not only do I have to think of my channel, I had to reevaluate the channel and everything. And that I don't mean if that sounds of me being difficult. So what? You cannot be afraid to think on how people think about you. And I don't mean to preach or anything like that. If this helps somebody in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 80s, and so on to feel good about myself, even one person, then I've done my job. Then I've done my job. I did not expect to be motivational, but anyway, but that's what I really, really wanted to come on and say what's been going on and everything. But I hope I explained everything. I'm just not going to say who the channel was that I talked to and the moderators that I had to do this with. It's over, it's done, it's been handled. But if I could help out anybody on what they're feeling, just keep that in mind when you have like a YouTube channel. You don't have to put up with being stepped on or like treated like shit. And if you feel like you're not welcome at a platform that you've been at for like so many years, walk away. Just walk away. I've had to do that this year, and I never expected to do. Yeah, yeah, it did, but I managed to like get it back. But yeah, that's why like I said, people are wondering why is she talking about boundaries all of a sudden. It's because I wasn't really ready to talk about it because betrayal is something that I never experienced until this year, and I didn't really know what the word meant. I mean, I've heard of the word, but I did not really know what it meant. I needed to learn from it. I needed to grow from it. But there were like influences on YouTube that I never thought I would see, like the clicks. And if you feel like if you go to like the stream and you can say hi to people and people don't want to say hi to you back, then leave. I've been in fact I've done that recently. But yeah, it's just like I said, I had to put the boundaries up to stand up for myself, and due to recent YouTube events and not only outside influence like society and also on YouTube's end, but I want to grow as a person too. But that is, and I want to have fun, but I don't want to have dorks come in and destroy everybody's time when people are having like a rough day in the world, regardless if you are a libertarian, Democrat, Republican, or oh, you did. Oh, that's fantastic. But yeah, this is the number one reason why I wanted to do this stream, because I've noticed probably people were having questions about the boundaries and they didn't really know how to approach it. So when I had the time and did all the research that I needed to do, that I would discuss it. And I always wanted to do a green screen and talk about the boundaries that I have for my about page. But I am so glad that you started to earn extra money. So now you know why I did what I did without going into specifics. And I feel like I'm a better person for it. I know I'm going to have a lot of people that disagree with that, but I just want a place for people to go to decompress from, regardless of what religion you are, or Republican, Democrat, Libertarian, or like all of that. I just want it to be safe. Decompressional. And if I cannot go live or busy, that's why I've been doing the bird feeder stuff in clouds and stuff. Oh, that is great that you are earning extra money. Hey, in this day and age, it's always great to have extra money and this economy and everything and society. And oh my God, I don't know. Speaking of extra money and stuff, what the hell has been? What is the reason why Walmart? Why do people feel the need to do stupid crap at a Walmart? I am not kidding. Um, in Michigan, this month or late last month, we had the stabbing at a Walmart in Traverse City, and then we had one a few miles away from us at our Walmart. I don't know why people love to fart and do stupid stuff at a Walmart. I don't know what it is about Walmart, but if we need to go there, we'll go there. If we absolutely, gosh darn, have to. But yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I've been meaning to have this talk. But before I could have this talk, I had to understand it, comprehend it, and then I got some information through a moderator from my channel, and I mod for his channel, that was brought to my attention. And then with that meeting, I had some questions, and then I had to answer myself. Do I really need to do this? And the answer to that question is you bet your ass. And yes, my dad is aware of some of it. Um, but anyway, this is the number one reason why I went live. And you know what? So be it. But oh my gosh, what time is it anyway? Yeah, if this stream goes down, I'll probably will end it, and I should. But I haven't gone and did a big live in a while, and I wanted to test, give myself, because I think it's been 2 months since I did a big live, and I wanted to see if I still feel drained like I did 2 months ago. And to be honest with you, the answer to that question is yes. So I'm going to be going back to the shorter streams. But this, to me, this was really, really, really important and whatnot. And now that I've talked about it, it makes a lot of sense to some people. Maybe not all, but I just feel like our big weight has been lifted on my shoulders. I don't know how many views that I'm going to get from this, and I will be definitely be retitling this particular live stream. So, but yes, what time is it anyway? I should be getting off of here. I did not expect to be on for 2 hours and 34 minutes. But it just needed to be said. I feel a lot better talking about this. So now that I can focus on main issues like myself, my dad, doing what we want to do, and besides helping I mean, creators on the YouTube platform and helping them achieve their goals, and don't be discouraged, and you don't have to put up with any type of abuse. You don't. But if this helps somebody, if it does, it does. If it don't, it don't. I'm actually proud of myself that I finally get to address this topic, and how quickly. Uh, did it hurt? Yeah, it did, because betrayal, you don't ever expect it. But yeah, I should be getting off of here because it is lunchtime, and I gotta charge up my phone. I haven't even checked 39%, and that's another thing that alarms me with this phone. But and I'm still gonna be doing like the blogs and stuff like that. But yeah, some D drunk gamer, there's some things probably on your channel that you got to do what you got to do, but you got to protect yourself, and you know you have to do it. I did not want to do the boundaries. I just did not expect. I never planned. Yeah, I'm gonna go too, and thank before I get cut off again. I just want to thank. Yeah, work stuff. Okay, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be getting off of here too. I gotta charge up the phone. But I just want to thank everybody for coming in today, your understanding, your patience. And I knew that the question about why is Carrie putting boundaries up, I wasn't ready to talk about it because I was still learning about it and how to process it, and how to talk about it without being a pain in the ass, which I know people are going to be treating me like a pain in the ass about it. But I just wanted to have like a full understanding, and I wanted to try the green screen out and whatnot. But I just want to protect not only myself and, of course, my dad's in my streams too a little bit. But I just want to have like a fun, healthy environment for people to come in. And everybody, thank you for coming in. I'm going to end this here, but you get my point. Everybody, have a good weekend, and I will see you the next time that we go live. Thank you for everything, and I just appreciate each and every one of you. I'm Kerry Knauf, August the 15th, 2025, Friday, and enjoy your weekend. Thank you for coming.